This is Brian Carlton for ABN Newswire. I'm at Sydney's Bowlers Club of New South Wales for a Symposium Resources Roadshow. The final presentation tonight was from Richard Rossiter, Managing Director of Morningstar Holdings, an emerging platinum group metals company. Richard began his career as a geologist with General Mining Union Corporation in South Africa. He subsequently qualified in mine management, held various production management and business development roles, and later joined the financial sector as a mining analyst, then moved to Australia, where he was later responsible for corporate advisory, mergers and acquisitions and divestments. Richard Rossiter, thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks very much, Brian.
Morningstar's acquired 3 prospective tenements in South Africa. Can you tell me about them?
Yes, absolutely. We've bought 3 tenements on the eastern side of the Bushveld Igneous Complex, which hosts 85% of the world's platinum.
Now, we're talking not too far from Durban here, is that right?
No, this is quite close to Johannesburg, just north just north of Johannesburg or Pretoria, about 250 kilometers due east. And essentially, look, the most important thing is that we're right in the middle of elephant country when it comes to platinum. And as I said, 85% of the world's platinum is in South Africa. And it's a great industry structure because only 3 companies produce 75% of the world's platinum. So we're very happy to be in the platinum sector. We're right in the middle of all the tenements there. We've got one of our tenements is right adjacent to an existing mining property called Everest South. And, we've basically got the extension of their ore body into our property. And we've got 7 million ounces of already predefined inferred resource in the ground, so we're off to a good start.
But you're looking at the near resources first than at the surface resources, more so?
Yeah, absolutely. We take a pretty different approach to what's been traditional in the platinum industry, which is to go deep. We're looking at the near surface resources, which are cheaper, obviously, to mine because you're not going deep, and quicker as well, so that you can get to cash flow quicker. So we're taking a really sort of quick to cash flow type approach. You
already have a cash flow, though, don't you, in the form of aluminium Dross treatment plant in South Africa?
Yeah, that's an important part of our business because at this stage it is just sitting there, really not taking up too much management time. It's producing cash flow, covering overheads, and it essentially funds our exploration and development business in platinum. So we don't have to call on shareholders for cash at this stage. And we really are focusing on our core strength, which is building platinum business. We've done this a couple of times before. We've got a really strong team. And, one of the other companies just before this one is Sylvania, which is a market cap of 250. And this is so-called our new cab off the rank.
Do you have any plans to expand the Dross treatment plants?
The Dross treatment plants, we will certainly look at expanding, but if it does start to expand and need capital and build a life of its own, well, then we'll certainly consider that as a different strategy, and maybe a different company is required for that. But at this stage, our focus is purely on platinum, and the aluminium business is certainly a welcome adder there in terms of the cash flow.
But you are on the lookout for other good quality projects in the resources sector. What are you kind of thinking about?
We are just purely focused on platinum. We've been in the business for a long time. We are very, let's say, M&A focused, and we have a lot of good contacts in the industry. We know where all the assets are and what the values are, and we've got a good solid pipeline of potential projects coming through as we develop this company. This Clip-Refeed project that we are focusing on right now is really just our first project.
Okay. Now, the Symposium Resources Roadshow is an opportunity for people like you to get in front of investors, talk to them, spruik your wares. What were you telling them tonight? What was your main message?
My main message was that essentially we've got a good team that has got a track record in platinum. We are focusing on platinum. We do have a very strong background. Should I say the industry has got a very strong fundamentals because platinum, as you probably well know, is linked to the auto industry and China, and it's got all those good thematics behind it. We've got a low-cost approach. We've got cash to fund our exploration business. We've got a great asset with 7 million ounces in it to start off, and there's more to come. And lastly, we're very keenly priced at $2 per ounce in the ground. where the explorers are valued at between 5 and 15 and the producers at between 20 and 40. So there's still plenty of headroom to go in this company going forward in terms of share price.
And of course plenty of growth in the global market too.
Absolutely. Well, China's back on the growth scene, and you'll certainly see that in auto sales as we go forward.
Richard Rossiter, Managing Director of Morningstar Holdings, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks very much.
This is Brian Carlton for ABN Newswire.